Hey everyone, welcome back to another segment of the MCR. Happy New Year. Hope everyone enjoyed their holidays. And so we're back at it. Please like, share, and subscribe. We're on multiple platforms. We're on multiple social media sites. Just a warning, we do believe any given day, whim, whatever of YouTube will most likely be kicked off of that at some point. But until then, you can find us on YouTube also. In this segment, I want to talk about two countries, and you know what? Forgive me for not knowing this for certain, but what do they call them? Commonwealths of Great Britain,
Yes.
Canada, and Australia.
Although they're both independent, I believe.
Yes. It's almost like they have this loose allegiance to Great Britain.
Yeah.
In any event, Canada, and some almost a year ago, I talked about the wording of their constitution and how it was written to the perspective of them being proper Englishmen. Well, just lately, the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, he had Canada fund some studies, and the very study that they funded came to the conclusion that it was unhealthy to trust them, the government. So the government funded study determined it was unhealthy to trust them, even though they did the study themselves.
Right.
Well,
the people can't be trusted, in other words.
Exactly.
Only the government knows all
And
what's best.
They cite the very study that they themselves funded as proof. It's
Yeah, because studies can't be bought and paid for.
So here you got Canada being Canada, and Canada is our neighbor to the north, and it's always my concern that whatever happens up there eventually will transpire down here.
In regards to leftist policies.
Exactly. And in keeping with this little new snippet that I was compelled to share, I wanted to reference Australia. And this really sucks because I always thought Australia was a man's country.
It's somewhere I've always wanted to go. Not for the men, however.
And you know what? I'm not convinced it's the man country we once thought it was.
Well, we had a viewer, and I don't know if we still have him. He was in a city called Dimbola, and he was a blade maker. And I thought he was a man's man kind of guy. And his name was Jack, or is Jack, if you're still watching Jack. And he was very concerned about what happened in the United States, and that's why he watched our channel, because he knew if the U.S. falls, Australia falls. And I have to wonder if Australia isn't going to fall first anyway.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to reference, development, situation brewing,
News.
whatever.
Right.
This past November, not even a month ago, I guess there was a shooting there, which involved 2 police officers being shot.
I have to ask, how could this happen?
Well, yeah. And it appears the police officers were ambushed in their response to a scene. Okay. Well, the Queensland police decided to take the opportunity and press basically say to the public, if you know anyone that has anti-government thoughts or concerns, they need to be reported. Yeah, skeptics in mind, they needed to be reported.
Okay.
To use their words, if there's anybody out there that knows of someone that might be showing concerning behavior around conspiracy theories, anti-government, anti-police, it says we'd want to know about it.
Well,
okay?
Maybe you have this answer, and I don't want to jump ahead of you, but the first question that comes to my mind is, to what end do they want to know this? What are they going to do about these people who are having thoughts they shouldn't have?
Well, and they went on to say, and this was the deputy commissioner. Okay.
Okay.
He went on to say, we want to know about that, and you can either contact the police directly or go through Crime Stoppers. So what they're saying is that they want neighbors to snitch on neighbors.
Yeah, sounds familiar from the late 30s, mid 40s. There was some of that going on.
And this particular article that I read, I'm getting my information from the Gateway Pundit, and our longtime viewers know that that's one of my favorite news sources. But in this particular article, they cited some examples that might prompt someone to lean anti-government, such as shooting protesters in the back when demonstrating against a particular issue that if we reference
a pro-government issue, for instance?
Well,
I would say shooting anyone in the back for any reason is probably a bad thing.
Well, these protesters were demonstrating a particular issue we dare not mention on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay?
I can only guess what that is.
Yeah. Using facial recognition software to enforce issues we dare not mention on YouTube. Okay? An issue that we dare not mention on YouTube, it was used as an excuse to kill rescue dogs before they were picked up by animal shelters. Okay?
Who's doing that? Are these things...
Australia.
Okay. In Australia, are people shooting rescue dogs?
That's what the Gateway Pundit reported.
Okay.
I guess...
Because we are big dog lovers.
Yeah, yes we are. Then it mentions something here, forcing a certain procedure that we dare not mention on YouTube onto the Aboriginal people against their will. Okay? And the last one, storming residents to confiscate alcohol to enforce certain orders we dare not mention on YouTube.
Alcohol.
Okay.
Do they have? They have a form of prohibition there?
So, well, I think it might have been used as an excuse in regards to the issue we dare not mention on YouTube.
So, I'm imagining here, because I don't know, and I don't know that you do with this. So, if you and I are having a beer talking about things we don't like that the government might be doing, what, they're going to come take my beer? Or take
well, they might come and...
search the house then, because I'm having a beer?
Yeah, well, they might come and, come and harass us for certain.
Right.
And so I just wanted to share what was going on in supposed free countries. And also, I got to tell you, I've been especially shocked at the conduct of the government in Australia the last year or so.
I've been shocked by the government in this country, what they want to do to us.
You know what?
If they did what they wanted, you and I would be in a prison.
Yeah.
If they did, if the left had their way, we would either get our minds right or our mouth shut.
For sure. Anyways, I just wanted to share a little bit of international news, events, and that's all I had for this one.
That's all I got.
All right. And our we do have 1 or 2 subscribers in Australia. If you have any update, comment, confirmation, by all means, share it in the comments below. That's it. See you in the next segment. As always, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me.